Capture the objectives.
Hello everyone, VG Sav here, and I know it's been a while, but today I have a Call of Duty Ghost video for you. Playing Clan v Clan with VG Nip. Playing a little domination here. And it's kind of odd for me to post a domination Clan v Clan or competitive type video because normally I don't play it very well. Domination is my least favorite of the, and I know everybody's kind of breaking my balls saying that Blitz should be my least favorite because I do the most bitching about Blitz. I don't dislike Blitz. I'm pretty sure I've made myself clear about that in the past. I don't dislike Blitz. I think when you compare it to Capture the Flag, Blitz is a bastardization. And in that respect, Blitz is horrible. But it's not terrible. Blitz is not my least favorite game mode by far. Domination, as far as competitive is concerned, is my least favorite game mode. My least favorite game mode ever is probably Cranked, or it could be anything hardcore. Team Deathmatch ranks up there pretty high. Search and Rescue is starting to rank up there pretty high. As far as my least favorite game modes, pub-wise, I like Domination, but as far as competitive is concerned, with the 5-minute, I mean, I like the fact that it switches sides, and I like the fact that it's 5-minute rounds, and it it doesn't stop at 200. But outside of that, the 5-second spawn delay, it's a very long process for me. I mean, holding all three, 2 or 3 flags in competitive domination, 4v4, it's not terrible. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. I'd much rather play Hardpoint. I'd much rather play Capture the Flag. And yes, I would rather play Blitz. Not to mention the fact I'm just not very good at domination, competitive. It's just I'm not that good at it. In Hardpoint, there's roles. You know the roles. You know that there's somebody's got to anchor. You know that at least 2 guys got to be OBJ and getting on the objective. And 1 guy's your Slayer, going around just killing everybody. In Domination, you have similar roles like that, except there's really no anchor, and you kind of have to know the spawn points. And if you don't know the spawn points, and you don't want to take the time to learn the spawn points, you're not going to be very good at Domination, competitive. And that's kind of one thing I frown upon. In all of my times playing, I've always frowned upon spawn camping and spawn killing. So it's not something I've ever taken time to learn. Doesn't mean I can't, doesn't mean I won't. It just, I mean, there's obvious, you can pretty much guess an area. If you're holding the A and B flag, they're going to spawn somewhere near the C flag. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So you can use that common sense and not really know the spawns, dead on. But, Domination has specific roles, and unfortunately, I just don't know them very well. Obviously you're going to have your OBJ, your Slayer, and so forth and so on. But when you get 2 flags, this is basically what you do. You kind of camp the spawns, and I don't like that. I've never been much of a fan of playing like that. And the other golden rule of Domination, which is, again, not really my style of play, never has been really my style of play, is that yes, there's objectives, and yes, you have to get them, but they're not the top priority. Getting your kills, getting 2 or 3 down before you jump on the flag is way more important than just jumping on the flag. If you're jumping on the flag and it's 4v4, you're doing something wrong. Not so much in Blitz, not so much in Capture the Flag, not so much in Hardpoint. And that's going back to Black Ops 2. In Domination, you have to make sure that 2 or 3 guys on the other team are dead before you go and try to capture an objective. And that's just not my play style. It's never been my play style. My play style is go OBJ or go home. You know what I mean? And I don't, I struggle with it at times because my first instinct is just jump on the flag. And I have to kind of go against my normal instincts and not jump on the flag and wait for my team to be ready to jump on the flag and wait for help and wait for, like I said, 2 or 3 guys to be down. It kind of all goes back to the spawn camping, spawn killing thing. To me, there's like a way that you play, and the way that you play is you go head on with the other team, and you kill the other team, and you jump on the flag, and you try to kill people while you're on the flag. But it doesn't work. works in pubs, you know. But people who are expecting you to be there know the camping spots. People that play these maps. There's only 5 maps or 4 maps they play domination on. So a lot of guys know the maps well. They know where you're going to be hiding while you're trying to capture the flag, or where you're going to be standing, or where you're going to be laying, or whatever, and have a decent idea of where you're going to be looking and what you're going to do when they try to come in. And it, you know, so if you have 4 guys up, and 2 could come at you from one direction, 2 could come at you from another direction, you stand a chance. So like I said, it's a game mode for me that I need to practice more. I need to work on more. I need to work on my strategies more, and I need to swallow a little bit of, not necessarily pride, but in a way, yeah. Because like I said, it's not my style to do what needs to be done to win domination, and maybe that's why I like Blitz more, because Blitz I could beeline it for the objective and make it 8 times out of 10. You know what I mean? Without having without worrying about how many people are alive on the other team, you know what I mean? And worry about where they're spawning and so forth. So that's another thing. You don't really, in Blitz, you want to control the spawns, but you don't need necessarily to know exactly where they're going to be spawning. As long as you're holding, your area, the path that you want to take to their, like take for instance Octane. If you're holding Diner, you're gold. You basically just run from your spawn up through Diner and into and across to Motel and into the objective. I could go 1-10 in first round of Blitz, but I'll get 6 caps. You know what I mean? And be helping the team, and we may even be winning at that point. It's kind of a dirty way to play. Some might think, but it works. It's more, like I said, it's better suited for more of a run and gun style than domination, and maybe that's why I like it more. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a blitz play in here at some point, a blitz game, so I could show you guys exactly what I'm talking about and what works for me in blitz as opposed to domination. But this video is kind of out of my, I've kind of let the objective work kind of go by the wayside in this video, if you guys have been paying much attention. I've been jumping on them here and there, but for the most part I've been letting the rest of the team do it. And I've kind of been playing the Slayer role, which is not really my typical role in any game mode, especially not, Hardpoint, where Hardpoint was, had a more defined Slayer role in Black Ops 2. I never really played that role. I was always one of the guys on the objective. Occasionally I'd play the anchor guy. So for me to play the Slayer role is not my norm. But I guess that kind of goes back to that old adage: if it's working, stay with it. And I kind of just did. It was working for me in this this game, so I just stayed with it. I was running around with the Bison and shooting people and killing them and just doing a good job. I mean, again, this is my first Dom competitive video that I'm showing you. Hopefully it won't be the last, because we are going to be, as a team, we're going to be working on this quite a lot more in the near future. We feel pretty comfortable with Search and Destroy. There's still some maps we need to work on, Sovereign being one of them, since we happen to be watching me play Sovereign here. But it's something we feel a little bit more comfortable with. We feel like we can win Search and Destroy. We do need to work on the respawns, and especially domination, I think. Blitz is still, even if think of it, how the pros play it. They play 5 matches, and only one of them ever is going to be Blitz. So Blitz is that much less important than domination and Search and Destroy. But still something that I think that we're going to be working on as well. But I think we're going to put more focus in on the domination and trying to get domination right. And maybe we'll be formidable opponents at some point. I don't want to break, I don't want to make fun of myself or my team, but we did play a GB with some domination in it the other night, and we got smacked around. It was frustrating. It was, we were pretty angry after we played it, and for good reason. It's a very frustrating game mode if you don't really know what you're doing. If you haven't practiced it and you don't know all the spots and the spawns and so forth. It's and a solid strategy. It's going to frustrate you to hell. It really is, especially when they get the spawn camp down perfect. you're in trouble, especially on what's that map? Strike Zone. If you get stuck on that B flag, you know it's going to be a long game. And we got stuck. We played it and we got stuck on that B flag, and we were stuck on that B flag for a good 2 minutes. I mean, we couldn't break through. You know. Anyway, we're coming towards the end of the video here, guys. I hope you liked my video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.
Nice work, team. Well done.